Hello everyone, this is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is game 94 of the 2007 Cleveland Indians Stratomatic Mostly Advanced Replay. The Indians host the White Sox for a final game of a three-game series. The Indians come into the game with a 43-50 record, while the White Sox come in with a 42-50 record. Today's pitching matchup for the White Sox is Mark Buehrle, and for the Indians is Jake Westbrook, who is making his 11th start of the season. Has a 5-4 record, and in 61 innings pitched has given up 28 earned runs, walked 17, and struck out 40 with a 4.13 ERA. I'm going to give you both lineups here. A couple changes for both teams, since it's the final game of a series. Leading off and playing center field, Jerry Owens for the White Sox. Playing second is Tadahito Iguchi. Batting third, the designated hitter, Jim Thome. Cleaning up and playing first base, Paul Konerko. Batting fifth in left field, Rob Makoviak. Batting sixth and playing right field, Jermaine Dye. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, Alex Centrone. Batting eighth and at third base, Andy Gonzalez. And batting ninth behind the plate is Toby Hall. For the Indians, leading off and playing center field, Grady Sizemore. Batting second and playing third base, Casey Blake. Batting third and behind the plate, Victor Martinez. Cleaning up in the designated hitter, Travis Hafner. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Ryan Garco. And since it's a lefty, the left fielder, Jason Michaels, batting seventh. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Franklin Gutierrez. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Josh Barfield. All right, and here's Jerry Owens to lead off. 1-7. There's a fly ball to center. Oops. And Sizemore gets there and squeezes it, one down. And here's Tadahito Iguchi. 2-8. And wow, not the column you want to live on for your Westbrook, but gets away with it. Pops it up. First baseman Garco calls for it and makes the catch, 2 down. And here's Jim Thome. 4-9. And against the lefty, base hit to center field. So 2-out base runner for the White Sox. And here's Paul Konerko. They're not going to hold on Thome. And a 6-9. And against a righty, that's a base hit. Moving to third is Thome. And the White Sox trying to get a 2-out rally. Now bring up Makoviak. To 7. Swing and a miss, straight 3. So White Sox leave 2. First strikeout for Westbrook. And we go to the bottom of the first. The White Sox nothing and the Indians coming to bat. And sadly, 2007 was not one of Buehrle's better years. He ended up with a 10-9 record, the 3.63 ERA. He did pitch 200 innings, which today is like what with the 70s pitchers pitching 300 innings. Or more than like 260. All right, so leading off and playing center field is Grady Sizemore. Sizemore on the season so far, 293 with 9 homers, 39 RBIs, and he will try to get on base with Toby Hall not being the best throwing catcher. And here's the pitch to Sizemore. 6-8. And against the lefty, that's a base hit. And we're going to try to test this. Okay, so Sizemore being an ace stealer starts at a 15. He's being held on, so they make him a 13. But Toby Hall is a +2 catcher. So 1 to 15, he'll take off. And they will send him. Here's the throw to second. And that's a 4. Oh, nice stop by Let's see, Blake being a right-handed batter. Nice stop by the second baseman, Iguchi, to keep that ball from getting in, potentially getting into center field. But Sizemore easily steals second. And that'll bring up Casey Blake. Blake, a 272 hitter with 9 homers and 44 RBIs. 1-7, not so fast. Well, ground ball to second. Blake or Iguchi over to Konerko, but going to third is Sizemore. That's why I say mostly advanced. They do the super advanced ground ball chart. So productive out there for Blake. And I'll bring up Victor Martinez. 299 average, 20 homers, 65 RBIs. 6-7. And batting, wow, they're not getting the best part of these splits. Actually, no, 6-7 would be batting right-handed. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3, so 2 down. So he did get the better part of that one. And I'll bring up Travis Hafner. One 7, base hit to right field. That was a 1. And in to score is Sizemore. Hafner coming into the game with a 251 average, 17 home runs, and now 59 RBIs as the Indians get out to a 1-0 lead. And here is Johnny Peralta. Four, 5. And against a righty, that's a ground ball to third. And Andy Gonzalez throws to Konerko. And that'll retire the side. But the Indians get out to a 1-0 lead thanks to the Hafner single. And due up for the White Sox, Dye, Cintrone, and Gonzalez. And here's the pitch to Jermaine Dye. 3-7, ground ball back to the mound. Westbrook throws to first to get Dye. 1 down. And here is Alex Cintrone. 1-3. Popped up foul territory, first base side. Garco calls for it. Makes the catch. 2 down. And here's Andy Gonzalez, who I found out ended up playing for the Indians in 2008, but do not remember him at all. 4-5, shortstop X. A 3 will not get the job done for Peralta, who's a 3 range, and that'll get by him. And the White Sox have their second hit of the day. And that'll bring up former Tampa Bay Rays catcher, or then Devil Rays, Toby Hall. And another shortstop X, but this time a 16 will be in range for Peralta to make the play and retire the side. Go to the bottom of the second. Indians lead 1-0, and due up for the Indians, Garco, Michaels, and Gutierrez. Garco on the season, 256, 11 homers, 38 RBIs. .311. Ground ball to first. Konerko gets it, steps on the bag himself. 1 down. Here's Jason Michaels. Four, 5, and that's a ground ball to third. And that's Gonzalez over to Konerko. 2 down. And I'll bring up Franklin Gutierrez. 333 average, 7 homers, 20 RBIs. By 4, Catcher X on a 15. Hall should be able to get an out here. Hall is a 3. Don't worry about the pass ball. That's popped up behind the plate. And Hall throws off the mask and makes the catch. And the Indians go 1-2-3 here in the second. We go to the third. Indians lead 1-0. And due up for the White Sox, top of the order, Owens, Iguchi, and Tomey. Here in the third inning. And here's the pitch to Owens. (1-11) ground ball to first. Garco steps on the bag. 1 down. And here is Iguchi. For 3, right field X. I don't think an 8 is in range for Gutierrez. No. All right, Gutierrez is an E2. Oh boy, this might actually work out. E2, and once again, for the second game in a row, I roll a 2 on the main dice, but that 6 on the blue die means that he will race and bounds into the wall and hangs on to make the catch. Nice play by Franklin Gutierrez. 2 down. And here's Jim Tomey. Tomey singled his last time up. Or his first time up, I should say. 1-6. And that ball is hit deep to center field. And one hops the wall. And into second with a double is Tomey. And that'll bring up Paul Konerko. They're not going to hold Tomey on. 5-5. Fly ball to right. A little easier play for Gutierrez. And he makes the catch to retire the side. White Sox strand a runner on second. No runs on 1 hit. And we go to the bottom of the third. Indians lead 1-0. And due up for the Indians, Barfield, and back to the top of the order, Sizemore and Blake. And here's the pitch to Barfield. (6-2) And against a righty, that's a left field X chance for Makoviak, in a 3 on an 18 will make the play to retire Barfield. 1 down. Here's Grady Sizemore. Singled, stole a base, and scored in the first inning. And that's how the Indians got their 1 run. 4-2 against the lefty. Ground ball to third. And Andy Gonzalez, another assist. Throws out Sizemore. 2 down. Here's Casey Blake, grounded out second his first time up. 3-3 is a ground ball to short, and Cintrone over to first, and that will retire the side. Indians go down in order here in the third, and going to the top of the fourth, lead 1-0. And due up for the White Sox, Makoviak, Dye, and Cintrone. (1-10) And that ball is hit deep to center field, and that goes off the wall. 1-7 home run chance, but that's a 10. And Makoviak is into second with a leadoff double. 13, they will hold him on. And that'll bring up Jermaine Dye. 4-7 against a righty. 1-3 single chance. That's a 10. And that ranging over is Blake. He looks the Makoviak back to second and throws to first to get Die. 1 down. And here's Syndrome. Popped up to the first baseman his first time up. 5-6. And that's against a lefty. Syndrome's a switch hitter. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Westbrook today, 2 down. And here's Andy Gonzalez. And timeout. And it's a foul ball, and we'll do it again. Three, 8. And Gonzalez draws a walk. So first and second with 2 down. Second time Gonzalez has reached base today. I'll bring up Toby Hall. Grounded out his first time up. For 11. Ground ball to third. Blake will just step on third. And that'll retire the side. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Indians lead 1-0. And due up for the Indians is Martinez, Hafner, and Peralta. Martinez, a strikeout victim, his first time up. For 9 for Martinez. Batting right-handed either side is a shortstop X. And not in range for the shortstop Syndrome. He's an E22. E22 and a 9. Might be in that sweet spot. No, it's not. That's a good play for Syndrome. And that'll retire Victor Martinez, 1 down. And here is Travis Hafner. (111). Ooh, fly ball, deep left field. There is Makoviak, 2 down. And here's Johnny Peralta. I did not give you his stats his first time up. 255 average, 14 homers, 43 RBIs. 3-7, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll retire the side. Indians go quietly here in the 4th, and we go to the 5th. Indians 1, White Sox nothing. And due up for the White Sox, top of the order again. Owens, Iguchi, and Tomey as Westbrook starts the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch to Owens. 6-4, catcher X. It's a 6 in the top of the range. Yes, it is. Martinez is a 4 and a 6. And Martinez takes off the mask. And in fair territory, makes the catch to retire Owens. 1 down. And here's Iguchi. Iguchi is 0 for 2 today. 1-6, swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout for Westbrook. 2 down. There's Jim Tomey. Tomey a single and a double in 2 appearances. 3-4, swing and a miss, strike 3. Westbrook, 4th strikeout, and that'll retire the side here in the top of the 5th. we go to the bottom of the 5th. Indians 1, White Sox nothing. And due up for the Indians, Garco, Michaels, and Gutierrez. And here's the pitch to Garco. 5-7. And that'll get through for a hit. And cutting it off is the center fielder, Owens. And Garco has his first hit of the day. And I'll bring up Jason Michaels. Not expecting a bunt here. And they will not hold Garco on even with his stealing. It would only be a 1-9 if they didn't hold him on. So they will not hold him on. All right, here's Michaels. 5-10, third base X. Is a 6 in range for the third baseman? No, it is not. And that's bad news for the White Sox. He needed a 1-5 or 15-20. And unless Gonzalez pulls a miracle, this will be an error. He's an E65 at third. And an 8 will not get the job done. He needed a 2 on the red die and then a 6 on the blue die. But I guess it's better than it not being ranged on the top half because that would have probably been a double. So Gonzalez picks it up, bobbles it, can't make the play, and they'll call an error on Gonzalez. And here's Franklin Gutierrez. They are... They're expecting a bunt, so that'd put him as a C bunter. You know what? We'll go ahead and do it. They're going to give Gutierrez the bunt sign. And here's the pitch. Gutierrez squares around. Oh boy, C and an 11. This is not going to be good. Pops out the first, and the runners hold. So, not a double play, but not what you were looking for. 1 down. And here's Josh Barfield. He will not bunt. Three, 7 against the lefty. 1-7 single chance. That's a 1. And that'll get through, but everybody can only move up 90 feet. And bases loaded, 1 down, and the White Sox will bring the infield in. And here's Grady Sizemore, 1 for 2 on the day. And here's the pitch to Sizemore, infield in. 3-6 against the lefty. Base hit to left field. Scoring from third is Garco. Michaels, we were bringing the infield in, so you can probably not hold any runners on. So we'll say he was not being held on. 14 bumps him, not being held on makes him a 15. The 6 is to left field. Makoviak has a -1 arm, so drop him back down to a 14. And they're going to send Michaels 1-14, and he's safe. That's a 1, and he is in there. So 2-run single for Grady Sizemore. And that is RBIs number 40 and 41 for Sizemore. And the Indians get out to a 3-0 lead. Actually, then, first and second. Sorry. Runners on first and second. 1 down for Casey Blake. And the White Sox will get bullpen action. Devin Day and Nick Massett are loosening in the pen. And and they will hold both runners on. And I'll bring up Casey Blake. 6-5. And that ball is hit deep to center field. And it'll get over Owens' head. Not enough to get out of here. Scoring from second is Sizemore. Scoring from second is Barfield. And there's no stars, so Sizemore being held on as a 16 to center field Owens, a +1. Makes him back to a 17. They will send him. Here's the throw to the plate. And on a 7, Sizemore is safe. So 2-run single for Blake. That is RBIs number 45 and 46 RBI for Blake. And the Indians now are out to a 5-0 lead. I think maybe if he allows one more, then we'll play the old super advanced rule where it says if you give 5 runs in an inning, you don't have it. So they'll let him pitch to Sizemore. Or not Sizemore, Martinez. Martinez 0 for 2 on the day. 5-8. Second base X. 9 will not be in range for Iguchi. He is an E11. So he needs a 6-12. And that's an 11, and he will make the play. Blake will go to third. But there are 2 down. And here is Travis Hafner, 8th man to bat in the inning. Two, 3, draws a walk. And I think that's going to be it for Buehrle. Can't get out of the 5th inning. And Nick Massett's going to come in. Try to get the final out here in the 5th. And here's the pitch to Peralta. 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. 6-12. Pitcher X. Oh boy, Massett, a 3 and a 3. Can he get it? No. It gets past Massett and it goes into no man's land. And Peralta gets on with a single. RBI number 44. And going to third is Hafner, so that got into center field. And the Indians have put up 5 in the inning. So first and third, my apologies for not putting Hafner on at the walk. And that'll bring up Ryan Garko, batting for the 2nd time this inning. And here's the pitch to Garko. Singled and scored in last time up. 6-9. And he draws a walk. And that'll load the bases. Here's Jason Michaels. Michaels reached on an error and scored last time up. 3-8. Ground ball to short. And they'll go the short way to get Garko. And that'll retire the side. The Indians send 11 men to the plate here in the 5th and score 5 times. And they go to the sixth, leading 6-0. Massett will probably stay on and pitch. And Westbrook has bought himself at least another inning here, depending on what he does. This is his point of weakness inning. Those that don't know for those that need a refresher, that's if you see the sixth there where it says starter. So starting in the sixth inning, if he gives up any inning or combined innings, gives up 3 walks and or unintentional walks, that means he will be considered tired, and everything that has a dot next to it will be single 2 stars. Here's Canerico. 3-9, fly ball to center. 1 down. Here's Makoviak. Six, 7. Second base X, but a 16 will be in range for Barfield. 2 down. Here's Jermaine Dye. 2-7. And wow, found the field goal there. Ground ball to second. And Barfield throws it to first in a 1-2-3 inning for the White Sox. We go to the bottom of the 6th. White Sox are trailing 6-0. And due up for the Indians, Gutierrez, Barfield, and Sizemore. And Devin Day and Matt Thornton are loosening in the pen. And here's Gutierrez, 0 for 2 on the day. 1-7. Draws a walk. Here's Josh Barfield. Barfield is 1 for 2 with a single and scored a run. 1-8. Popped him up. And the third baseman, Gonzalez, makes the play. 1 down. 1 down. Here's Grady Sizemore. And we'll let Thornton or Massett come in. Massett stay in. Sizemore is 2 for 2. And 1-9. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Here's Casey Blake. 6-11. Draws a walk, and I think that'll be it for Massett. They will bring in Devin Day, and I will get you his card in just a second here. Time out. All right, it's Dewan Day. Here's Dewan Day's card. He was not carded for strat. And we'll be right back with more action. And here is Day's pitch to Victor Martinez. Victor is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 3-6, and he draws a walk. Bases loaded again. And Travis Hafner coming up. .210, and that's a ground ball to short, and Cintrone throws it to first to retire Hafner, and that will retire the side. The Indians leave them loaded, and we go to the 7th. They'll see where they were at. They'll let Westbrook come out for the 7th. He's only gone through the order twice. Fernando Cabrera is loosening in the pen if needed. Yes, Westbrook's pitching a shutout, but that doesn't matter. And Cintron will hit here in the 7th. Cintron, Gonzalez, and Hall. And that's a 1-8. And that's a ground ball to second. Barfield throws the first one down. And here is Andy Gonzalez. 5-6, ground ball to short. And that'll be taken care of by Peralta, 2 down. Here's Toby Hall. 6-6, swing and a miss, strike 3. And have a hard decision to make for whether Westbrook comes out for the 8th. They may just say, nope, Jake, you've done well enough today. All right, stretch time here at Jacobs Field. Indians lead 6-0. And I think Day will have his day. He'll go a third of an inning. Let's see here. Okay, timeout for just a second. All right, so DeJuan Day has pitched his third of an inning that he's been called upon, and Matt Thornton will come out and face Peralta, Garco, and Michaels here in the bottom of the 7th. Peralta walk in a single in 4 appearances. 1-8. Against the lefty, found the field goal roll, ground ball to short. And Cintron makes the play, 1 down. And here is Ryan Garco. 6-10, fly ball to right. And there is Dye, 2 down. And here's Jason Michaels. 6-5, shortstop X9 will not be in range. So Cintron is an E22. Cintron's an E22. E22 and an 8 will make the play, and that'll retire the side. So the Indians go down 1-2-3 here in the 7th. And I think they've decided that'll be it for Westbrook. Yeah, he's pitching a shutout. Yeah, no. He's convinced the manager to let him come out for the 8th. And it's pretty much, you let somebody on and we'll bring in Cabrera. Top of the order again, Owens, Iguchi, and Tomey. 3-5. Says, I'm not tired. Swing and a miss, straight 3. And that is 6 strikeouts for Westbrook. And here's Iguchi. 5-6. Ground ball to short. And that'll be Peralta, 2 down. And here's Jim Tomey. 1-8, and he draws a walk. And that'll be it for Westbrook. And in comes Fernando Cabrera. Westbrook gets a nice hand from the Jacobs Field crowd. So he goes 7 2/3 innings and was responsible for Tomey at first. All right, that'll bring up Konerko. to 8. 1 to 6 single chance. That's a 16. Line drive caught by the third baseman, Blake. And that'll retire the side. White Sox strand 1. And Thornton will not be pitching here. And they'll make a pitching change. And let's see, you have Gutierrez, Barfield, and Sizemore. And we'll go with Ryan Buehrle, who pitched an inning yesterday. You want to catch that game, or the game that will be premiering at 10:30 in the morning on Saturday, which will probably have already happened, but please go and watch that video. And Buehrle will be the 4th White Sox reliever. And the Indians will get Jensen Lewis loosening in the pen. And he will pitch the 9th. And here is the pitch from Buehrle to Gutierrez. 6-7. Second base X, 15. Will be in range for Iguchi. 1 down. And here's Josh Barfield. 1-8. And that's a pop up to third. And Gonzalez puts it away, 2 down. And here is Grady Sizemore. 2-6. And he hits Sizemore, and Sizemore reaches base. They will hold him on. 6-0 lead. He will not be stealing. Here's Casey Blake. 4-7. He draws a walk. Going to second is Sizemore. Here's Victor Martinez. 1-8. Base hit to center field. Scoring from second is Sizemore. That is RBI number 66 for Martinez. Going to third is Blake. And the Indians have a 6-0 lead, or 7-0 lead, sorry. There's Travis Hafner. And Buehrle is almost tired. Boone Logan is loosening in the pen. 6-4 to the shortstop, and a 17 will be good enough to get Hafner at first. And that will retire the side. The Indians pick up an extra run here in the 8th. And we go to the 9th, and Jensen Lewis will be making an appearance. His second so far this series. And Lewis comes out with a 7-0 lead. It's only the second Indians reliever today. He will face Makoviak, Dye, and Juan Uribe will bat for Cintrone here in the at the top of the 9th. All right, here's Makoviak, face Jensen Lewis. 4-3. First base X, an 8 will not be in range for Garco. He is an E11. He'll need a 7 to 11. And a 5 will not get the job done. And Garco, he throws to Lewis. It's low, and he can't hang on. So we'll give the error to Garco. And here's Jermaine Dye. Die 0 for 3. 2-2. Any hits? Die first and second. And that'll bring on Juan Uribe to pinch hit for Cintrone. And if this game miraculously goes to the bottom of the ninth, he will stay on and play shortstop. All right, first and second, nobody out. And Lewis is getting the calm down gesture from his catcher, Victor Martinez. And here's Juan Uribe. 110. And that's a 5. And that's into the gap, and the shutout is ruined. Scoring from second is Makoviak. Going to third is Die. And the Indians now lead 7-1. And they'll let Andy Gonzalez hit. And the Indians will get, let's see, they'll have Rafael Perez loosening in the pen. Oh, and Jensen Lewis has pitched a third of an inning this season and got the only batter out that he faced, but his ERA will now be sky high now. All right, Lewis second and third, they'll play back. 1-7, and Gonzalez swings and misses, strike 3. 1 down. And here's Toby Hall. Hall is 0 for 3 today. 2-5, fly ball to left. Die runs at a 12, make him a 14. Left fielder, Michaels, no arm. 1-14. And they'll just put the stop sign up there. They need base runners, so they will not send him. And there's Jerry Owens. And it's once again Europe's final countdown, getting a busy rotation here at Jacobs Field this weekend. Here's Owens. 2-12. Line drive caught by the second baseman Barfield, and that's your ball game. Final score from Jacobs Field. The Indians win this one 7-1. We'll be right back with your line score and pitcher stats. All right, final line score: 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 errors for the Indians. 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error for the White Sox. Westbrook goes 7 2/3. Will get the win. That'll bring his record to 6-4. And Cabrera and Lewis finish off the game. All right, give me a second. I'll tell you who the next series will be against. All right, coming up, the Indians will head on the road to Texas to face the Rangers and start of a 4-game series. The leadoff game, the first game of the series will be CC Sabathia against Cameron Lowe. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you've not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos and any premieres that may happen. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest. Have a good day, everybody.